Duval bail bonds. If you're ever in jail and need to post bail, Duval bail bonds should be your first call. 904-504-0601. Duval bail bond service Duval, St. John's, Clay, and all surrounding areas, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Remember, sometimes bad things happen to good people. When that arrives, call Duval bail bonds, 904-504-0601. Duval bail bond specializes in having fast, reliable customer service. Duval handled all cases, DUI, traffic, child support, all misdemeanors, and all felonies. Don't waste another minute in jail. Call Duval bail bonds, 904-504-0601. That's 904-504-0601. Or you can reach us on the web, Facebook, and Instagram at Duval bail bonds.
My mom phone. I'm gonna pray that's the first church right there I went to right there. First Baptist. No cap.
What it was like growing up in St. Augustine?
I mean, growing up, well, this was over here, over town, it was a spot. So I grew up with a lot of kids. So like I was born in Jacksonville, but then I moved here when I was 5. Over town was where it was at, but then everybody had moved out west. Because we was really the last man standing over town, really. Not everybody live out here no more.
So how much football you played in the streets, man, when y'all was kids? Just getting out hot ball, different stuff like that?
I ain't gonna lie, that was probably every day. To that yard, my yard, or we'll go down to somebody else's house. Throw them up, bust them up in the field. Sometimes we played in the road, sideline, so you run by that sideline, you get hit. So yeah, it was nothing but football, honestly. Cause my uncle said he played football for St. Augustine High. So I used to go to them games, him and B. James watching them. That just made me want to work harder.
Yeah, man, with somebody like Brandon James, man, in the city, where you at, and getting a chance to see his success, man, how did that kind of influence you,
That influenced me a lot. You know, me and Kenny, his younger brother that go to Kansas, we real close. Like, we grew up together. So I used to be around B. James all the time, and my uncle and B. James was, you know, close, playing with each other. So watching B. James, you know, go to the next level, I know, like, it's possible because, you know, B. James short. So, you know, people be like height and all that. That never mattered to him. He overcame that obstacle.
Yeah, man, just speaking on the height, I know a lot, probably when you was in school, you heard a lot of people talking about height, size, you know, different things like that. Just, you know, did you ever get discouraged, you know what I mean, during the process?
When I was at Pedro, I was playing DB at first. I was playing DB, so I was about, Wake Forest had came. They had came in and it was like, you'll be good at slot of your height. I was like, okay, boom. Then my coach at Pedro was like, you know, well, one of my dogs told me, they was like, the coach said that you wouldn't go D1. You'll probably go D1 AA. So then I was like, that's dead. So I went to Mandarin, transferred to Mandarin. Well, coaches, you know, I played with them when I played at MAA.
Right.
So coaches was like, coaches believed in me. They was like, oh yeah, D1, off the rip. Oh yeah, I knew that was the place to go. So moved to Mandarin and then D1 now.
Yeah. And I mean, you had some Power 5 offers I seen going in, man. Why Liberty, man? What was the decision making behind Liberty?
Liberty, I ain't gonna lie, that was a family, you know, culture. I took my visit to Liberty. Coach was like, don't commit yet, you know, cause you're gonna have to, cause that was my first visit. So I took it and I fell in love with it. The facility's good there. And then when I was there, I felt like home.
When did you realize that, you know, this football thing might be something I'm good at?
I say, probably my first year, honestly. First year, you know, me, Kenny, Jay Witt, we played for the Saints. Me and Kenny just keep scoring. We kept going back to back. I'm like, what the world? Like, it's just started getting fun. Just scoring. Kenny will score. Boom, then I score. This before Dede, you know, my boy Dede, before he could play, because he used to have nosebleeds. So me and Kenny, you know, we just going back and forth scoring, competing. I guess football, I just fell in love with football then. Like St. Augustine High, they was always good, you know. I had went to Pedro, you know, to change the culture. Me and Dede was like, let's just go to Pedro, because everybody going to St. Aug. So we went to Pedro, changed the culture, we played as true freshmen. I'm talking about true freshmen in high school, but you know, he played as freshmen, so it was like changing the culture for real.
And that was something also at Mandarin. I seen you came into Mandarin, you did your thing the first year, next year they come. Y'all go crazy. Just what was it between you and, you know, what is it between you and Day, man, Mr. Augustine? That just clicks, man. When y'all on the field together, it's y'all actually dangerous, you know what I mean?
Yeah, true. That's my brother, so we turn up. So I ain't before games, like we already know we compete, and so me, Chris, number 3, Chris and Dede, we always like battle who get the most touchdowns type jump. So we just, as us competing, we just scoring. So we having fun and competing. So I mean, when you bring you know, some fun to the game, it like brings excitement, and then you play with a whole different chip on your shoulder. So it's like, it's just fun.
Sir, you got a chance to play with one of the top quarterbacks in the nation in that in his year, Carson Beck, man. What was it like playing with Beck?
Oh nah, he was cool. So from 7-on-7, that's when I first met him, 7-on-7. I was like, oh, this man, throwing darts, like perfect balls. Then him coming to our school, it was like, we already had that, connection with our receivers because we played 7-on-7 together. And it just, it clicked with us and with him. So our timing was already good from the jump. So it's like, oh yeah, you finna run the tables.
And y'all definitely did that, man. Won the state championship. Did you expect to win the state championship at Mandarin? Or was it just like, hey, look, I came here for an opportunity to play D1 football. I'm just here to play football to get to the D1 level. That's it. You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna lie, cause our junior year we went 2-8 at Mandarin. Then senior year I was like, I knew we was gonna go to the playoffs, cause the skill we had. So I was like, it's crazy. So as we went in the playoff game, I'm like, this is crazy. We get to about third round. I was like, oh yeah, we got this in the bag now, cause Wakaiva, I know after Wakaiva, that was the hardest team we done played. So after them, I was like, yeah, we got this in the bag.
Stepping onto that state championship field, man, just getting a chance to actually play some big time football. At the end of the season, being there, nobody else there, it's just y'all, crowd going crazy, everything, and you light it up. Was it the moment that brought out that might have been the best game you had all year?
Yeah. In
a single game. I could be wrong, but was it the moment that brought it out you? Was it just, being happy to be there, being with your brothers? Like, what was it that brought out that type of play in you for that state championship game?
I say, for one, it was my birthday. It was my birthday that game. So, I had to turn up. But right before I had scored, right before the game, I'm walking onto the bus. Carson was like, oh yeah, you gonna eat this game. I'm like, dang, he already telling me, like, he's just bringing excitement. So Carson already, we gonna eat. So as long as the quarterback, if the quarterback feeling good, I'm feeling good. So I just knew we had it in the bag. I went to another field too. I played here for like 2 years. My first 2 years was playing here.
So where we at? Talk to us.
We right here at Poppa. We can walk this way. I see Coach Reed. But we was this Saints field right here. We played at Poppa. So I think this was my first 2 years. I played with Coach Leo and Coach Ryan here. Coach Ryan, that was a good coach. Coach Leo too. They taught me a lot of stuff. So, cause I knew a lot of stuff, but not like the fundamentals. So Coach Leo and Coach Ryan, they did a good job, teaching me the fundamentals. Coach Leo. I actually played for a different team. When I played here, I played for St. Augustine Yellow Jackets. And I scored like 3 times, and it was rainy. Like my pants, when you're younger, your pants get a little saggy when it's raining. So I'm running a touchdown and my pants coming down. Like right here, all you see is my girdle. I'm just trying to score a touchdown like that. So yeah, that's crazy. I work out probably almost every day, honestly. So it's either I'm on the field or I'm in the weight room. So I work out in Jacksonville with B2B. Well, but if I'm in St. Augustine, I work out with Marquise or B. James. So either way, I gotta get something in. I'll say probably I say I need about I'm gonna try to hit the 10 touchdown mark. I'm gonna go over 700 yards, and then punt return. At least lead two to the crib. Had one. I need at least 2 to the crib. That was crazy though. Knowing that, I was like, I just got to keep my head on. I mean, I really don't want to, know that stuff until like the end of the year, cause it puts a lot of, stuff on you. So I was like, it's just crazy. So when they told me that, I was like, dang, like, now I feel like I gotta, you know, so back then I'm like, I gotta do this, so I'm rushing stuff, you know, so it all got better once I got moved from the first and I started battling, so that's why it all just started coming back to me, and then I just know I got to battle now.
Speak to the competition level and mentally compared to high school. Speak to walking into a college campus, man, and competing for a job.
Oh yeah, so you know, coming in, you really at the bottom of the, you know, depth chart, so you got to work up. So me coming in there, I was probably, you know, fourth string, because I was the only freshman coming in at the slot. So now I know I got to battle. So 7-on-7, I'm whatever I can, I'm over there outworking whoever in front of me. So I end up, you know, making it to the, you know, second string, and then just working from there. So we just battle. So it just get real. For real, college get real.
So with college being such a competition, man, how can you build a brotherhood? Like, okay, for example, you got 2 wide receivers in front of you. You gotta beat them. You want a job. You gotta beat them for a job, man. How do you develop a brotherhood while at the same time saying, hey, dog, I gotta take your job from you because I gotta get on the field?
Nah, yeah, because I mean, people know though, like, you know, it's all about competition. So really, you gotta, you know, face the fact, like, you either gonna work hard, or you either gonna work harder than me, or you're gonna have to try to beat me, because I'm not gonna lay down whatsoever. So either you gonna have to beat me, or, like, I mean, at the end of the day, we gotta be brothers. We gotta, you know, we on the same team. So I mean, either you gonna work, either. So I'm gonna push you. So regardless of how you feel, it's like we gotta be brothers, and I'm gonna push you to be better, because you don't want your spot taken. So
what player was most influential for you when you walked in the Like, who was the guy that said, come on, man, I got you?
DJ Stubbs, for sure. Yeah, Jacksonville. Yeah, DJ Stubbs. That's my brother for sure. As soon as I walked in, he was like, yeah, like, because I came from, you know, Mandarin, Jacksonville, so he already knew. He was like, yeah. That, like, soon as I walked in, I'm walking to the weight room. He was like, yeah, like, come over here, tight jump, working with me. So it's like, you feel me? And we in the same position. That's why I say, like, he worked, like, you feel me? We in the same position. It's just a brotherhood off the rip. So as he working hard, sure, I'm working hard. It's like battling, but, you know, we got a family to feed. We got to get somewhere. So as he get better, I'm getting better. So we gon'.
You got a chance to see Brandon James, who made it also to the league, and played some football in Indianapolis. How did that affect? Did that affect you? Was that something that you wanted for yourself out of St. Augustine? Coming out of St. Augustine, being able to go to the NFL and play football in the NFL, and come back in and be what Brandon James was to you?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Seeing, you know, B. James in that uniform, that just turned me up. He ain't even got to play. As long as I'm seeing him in that uniform, it's just, you know, it's just making me want to, you know, go harder. So seeing him in the league, I was like, you know, it's possible. He done show everybody it's possible. And you feel me? You know, stuff happens. So, you know, I just want to go to the league and, you know, maintain.
Yes, sir. Being the next man up. You know what I mean? The next man out of St. Augustine to kind of make a splash in the college level. I mean, of course, you got Kenny, guys like that, who definitely doing their thing on the college level also. But being those guys, y'all basically the next up for St. Augustine, man. Do it feel like a weight on you sometimes, or, you know, is it something that you're willing to carry?
I wouldn't say a weight, but it's like. I feel like I can, you know, be the change. You know, Kenny be the change. They be the change. I feel like we could be the change. You know, St. Augustine. Like, cause, you know, Kenny, that boy, you know, he probably gonna go off next year. Like, go to the league next year. How he been playing, so he make it to the league. That's just gonna push him. out west at the park. Dude, this was, look, there go Coach Leo right there. There he go right there, that's crazy. That's crazy. One of my first coaches right here, that's crazy. For sure. That's crazy. Tell me why I was just talking about you. I said one of my first coaches right here.
Yeah.
Good,
man. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
How about yourself?
Yeah, good.
That's real. That's
Yes,
real.
sir. What's up, nothing?
Hey, I was telling one of my cousins, cause he said he was watching you and Kenny. I say, man, look. I say, man, I coached them boys when they were little. I say, in the same position that they playing right now, that's where I had put them at.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When everybody, he don't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
I was like, man, look. I say, man, you know when you got talent and where you put them at. You know what I'm saying? I say, it's crazy, because I remember I had him in the slot running jet sweeps.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause he was him and Jalen, one of the littlest dudes on the team. I said, but they was fast. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, hey, them boys made me so proud, man. I said, that's why I love coaching, dog. When I see y'all, hey, y'all out there doing your thing, man. You know, I keep y'all, I watch y'all every week, dog. I got my little DVR recorded. Record y'all games, you know what I'm saying? So I can catch them, dog, at the end, man. I'm proud of y'all, boy, man. I like to see that, dog.
Being from St. Augustine, small place, a lot of people may not know of, but having guys like this come out of St. Augustine, man, how big is that for the city of St. Augustine and the people that live in it?
Man, it's real big. I mean, that's all everybody around here talk about. You know, hey, Poppa and Kenny. You know, and for us to sit and watch them, I mean, hey, it's like I said, it's no better feeling, man. It's no better feeling. And we know they can do greater things. He just keep working, you know what I mean? Like I tell them, the sky's the limit. If I write them on Facebook, hey, keep doing your thing, man. The sky's the limit.
Man, this tight knit community, family first community, definitely. From what I know of St. Augustine, just being that type of community, man. Staying in touch with these guys, staying in touch with the kids, the youth, stuff like that. Coach, how important is that for coaches, not just yourself, but coaches in general, just to be that family role model figure or whatever for the kids that's up under you?
I mean, a lot of people and a lot of coaches don't realize that when you go into coaching, you become mentors. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of kids don't have that father figure in their house. And me, myself, I just try to show much love to the kids as possible. You know, I mean, I have kids that be in the program and all. And, you know, me as a coach is never my son or my son first. It's the team. You know what I mean? And then you get to see, like I said, the group of kids that you coach and you come up with during the years, and they just progress into the kid that you knew they can be. I mean, it's just, I mean, it's a good feeling, man. It's a good feeling.
Sure, appreciate it, man. Just real quick, man, we kind of rode around a little bit today. Checked out some of your old spots in St. Augustine, some of your old summer grounds. Just give me your thoughts on being back, leaving and then coming back to the city. Just give me your thoughts on that.
I mean, it ain't hurt nothing, you know, getting to know more people, you know, get more support, you know, from two different cities. I love it. You know, I'm getting support from St. Augustine and Jacksonville, so ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yes, sir. Man, how did it feel, you know, knowing that you were going up to represent not just yourself, but your family, your city, two cities actually, because the Jacksonville people love you. Right. Mandarin people definitely like you. So how did it feel to know that you were representing two cities, man? And Liberty University all in one shot.
I feel good.
Picking back up on family, man. What things have you been able to tell your younger brothers from these experiences, going to college, being in college now for 2 years? Just what things have you been able to tell them or teach them, you know, just from your experiences so far?
Really, stay focused in school, you know. Well, for my younger brother Veg, you know, his pops passed away, so it's like I had to step in early, you know. So you have, you know, a male figure, not always my mama, so like I just, you know, keep him, you know, make sure he's straight all the time. Well, make sure my brother's straight regardless, so make sure they straight.
And just speaking on having to step up, man, a lot of kids find themselves in positions, for whatever reason, at young ages where they have to step up and kind of be a mentor, be a role model, be the man of the house, so to speak. Just how were you able to manage that? Balance school, football, making sure little bro was all right, you know, going through the events that, you know, he was going through in his life. How were you able to manage that and still, you know, stay focused and keep grinding?
Yeah, honestly, I don't know. I was just focused, so I just know I just needed. I got somewhere to be, so like it just like all just fall in place.
Yes, sir. Sir, and I'm sure they appreciate you for that, man. Like I say, every time I see y'all in a picture, video, whatever, it's all smiles, everybody happy. I done seen moms out at Liberty games, her and grandma in the freezing cold, wrapped up in
Most
blankets.
definitely.
You know, they support you, they enjoy you, man. They always speak very highly of you and your play on the field, man. So let's go back a little bit, man, to your birthday, man. What that was about 2 years ago?
Yeah.
2 years ago?
2? Yeah, 2.
18?
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, 18,
19.
19. So 2019, you won a state championship on your birthday. Actually drew the attention of Senator Rubio, the Florida senator, who I don't know if he was at the game watching or whatever. But
Yeah, I think he was.
actually took to Twitter and had some things to say on Twitter. I'm going to read his statement that he made on Twitter. I'm going to read it real quick, and then you can kind of comment on it. So, Senator Rubio tweeted, on a side note, these college coaches are sleeping on @DreamChaser031, which is you.
My Twitter, yeah.
Your Twitter account. I watched hundreds of high school football games in person and seen dozens of current and former NFL players in high school. This young man is one of the most impressive players I've ever seen. Someone going to get a steal by signing him. You finished, y'all win the state championship. You see that? What's your thoughts? How did you feel in that moment?
I remember. Oh, okay. I actually remember that day. I was walking into school because I only had school like every other day.
Right.
So I walk into school. I'm going into lunch, and my assistant principal was like, "Did you see Twitter?" I said, "No, I ain't see Twitter. 'Cause I wasn't really on there like that." She's like, "Did you see it? Marco Rubio just, posted." I was like, "Huh?" Cause I ain't gonna lie, I ain't know who that was.
Right.
Then she was like, "Look." I said, "What? Like, this crazy." Didn't seem to verify. I said, "Oh yeah, this is crazy." Like, I ain't gonna pray. I was shocked. I was excited. I ain't gonna lie.
Did that affect anything as far as the recruiting process go? Did it make a difference, or was it just a nice gesture by the senator?
I think probably a nice gesture because he said Florida. Nah, Florida ain't come by, but like other schools did, most definitely. Other schools most definitely came by. So honestly, I don't know if it did or not.
So I had a buddy of mine, man. He made a highlight. Mr. Cat at R&R Films. Definitely want to say thank you to him for this. But I had him pull up an old highlight from that day. I'm gonna let you check it out, man. And then we just gonna talk about it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Poppa. Happy birthday to you. Touchdown!
You go out, 4 touchdowns plus an interception, all in one night.
Right.
Set a record in Camping World Stadium. Looking back at it, man, just how exciting was that night? I mean, of course it was nice that it was your birthday, but how exciting was that night?
You know, like that's probably something that I never forget. That's just crazy. Like, I didn't know I was gonna go in there. 4 touchdowns, interceptions. It was just that night, I guess. So, give it all to God, you know. That's just
Sir.
crazy.
Then you had a chance to share with one of your brothers, Day,
Yeah.
Augustine. Y'all shared the state championship with each other on your birthday.
Right.
What did you all say to each other when y'all knew y'all had that one when the game was over with? What was the talk?
That boy Diddy couldn't speak. But I don't know, he was on the field laying down, you know, crying. I was like, boy, this is crazy. Like, we done grew up together and look what we done did. People done told us, when Diddy transferred back over, because, you know, we was 2-8 my junior year, he transferred over our senior year. Coach, everybody was like, that was a dumb move. Nah, you want to stay old, now you with us now. It's just, you know, proving everybody wrong.
And just since you talked about it, the transfer, left Menendez, went to Mandarin, which a lot of people didn't even know. A lot of Jacksonville people didn't know who you were at Menendez.
Right.
I got a chance because I follow a few of your family members on social media, so I got a chance to see that you were actually collecting offers at Menendez. You were doing your thing at Menendez, so I knew the transition to Jacksonville wouldn't be difficult. I didn't know you were gonna come in and light it up like you did. But just speaking on that transition, on the transfer, not so much as the why, but what went into just getting over to Jacksonville and getting yourself together, getting ready with all the people in the background saying, why would he leave? What is he doing? You know what I mean? So.
Well, probably the hardest part, leaving my mama. That was probably the hardest part, but I just knew, I had to, get out of there. So, probably going to Mandarin, probably the best thing I done did. Coaches over there, they believed in me. Like, as soon as I stepped in there, like, we got to get you the ball,
Yes, sir.
So it's like, I like that. So
Yeah.
it just knew it's time to do
And it seemed at times that was the game plan. Get the Poppa on the bubble, get the Poppa on the quick slant, and just watch. Just turn around and watch. Catch the ball on the bubble screen. I gotta know. I just want to get in your head a little bit. Bubble screen, catch the ball 1-on-1. You in the corner. What's your thoughts?
To this day, make the first man miss. Like in my head, I wouldn't let the first person tackle me. So like, if I see you, I'm not gonna let you tackle me. You might tackle me if I'm not looking, but like, in my mind, it's like first person, I will always make miss.
Yes, sir. And you carried that over to Liberty.
Right.
Coastal Carolina. First drive, going down the field, catch it on the slant. Was it a post? I think it was a slant, quick slant, something like that.
I had
That
dig.
first catch.
It was a dig.
Catch it
was
on
in
the
the middle.
dig.
Yeah.
One man, make it miss. Another 5 or 6 yards, something like that, then you get brought down. So you kept that mentality to make the first man miss. On the college level, how much harder is it to make the first man miss?
I ain't gonna lie. The game faster, so it's like everybody flowing faster. So it's like you gotta get on your P's and Q's. Like it's like quick. So it's like a little bit harder, but it's like I've been doing this all my life. So it's like a quick twitch. So it's like as soon as I see this person, it's like a quick move. It's just like crazy. So it's like me and DJ, we count like who we make falls. So it's like it's a competition. So it's actually kind of fun. So it's just like quick twitch, and you see the whole crowd. Like you'll see DJ make somebody. If I make somebody fall, you'll see DJ jumping up on the sideline turn. Me, if DJ makes somebody fall, I'm on the sideline turn. So it's like we basically feed off each other, making that first person miss always.
And you speaking of DJ Stubbs, the former University Christian wide receiver, who also won the state championship at Campbell World Stadium. Then y'all go back and play for a bowl game at Liberty against Coastal Carolina in Campbell World. But we talked about it a little bit earlier, but I just want to kind of go over it again. Just touch it a little bit again, man. How big has DJ's help been for you coming into Liberty? Probably not knowing too many people. Being from Jacksonville, going up to Liberty, not knowing many people. How big was it to have somebody from Jacksonville there?
Big, cause as soon as I walked in, he the one who showed me this, do this, like not to mess. You feel me? So it's like DJ, that's basically who I look up to. So it's like, cause he been there, so and he know what to do. So it's like I feed off DJ. DJ, he know what to do. So it's like
It made the transition a lot easier.
Right.
So speaking to a young guy, man, who may be coming up, going through this recruiting process, getting ready to take on the scouts and still having to focus on playing on Fridays, keeping your body right, all this, all the stuff that go into playing football on the next level. What would be your guide if you had to give somebody if they say, all right, Papa, we need you to put a guide together for a youngin', that might be in a bad situation, that's looking for a way out. What would be your guide, your step-by-step, say, hey, this is what you need to do in order to get here?
So like for I say school, that's gonna help you get into college, cause they look at that. Little do you know, it don't matter how good you play at school, they gonna look at them grades. So like, I know one of my dogs who probably one of the rawest running backs was in our class, but like due to his grade, he couldn't go. So I ain't gonna lie, grade that come first before anything. But like you gotta stay patient. Like some people, give up. So stay patient throughout the process, cause it's gonna come. Somebody gonna come for sure. Just keep balling, keep your head on the straight. You're gonna be straight.
And being a smaller football player, man, you don't lack in the dynamic side of football at all. But just on the height, weight side, was there ever a time where you felt, this may not work? I'm not big enough, or people might have said, "Hey man, you ain't gonna be able to get a shot at no real football, bro. You ain't 6'2", you ain't 6'3", like bro, you ain't gonna get a shot to play no real football."
I ain't never felt like, I couldn't do it. My family always, made sure, I ain't never felt like I couldn't do it. It's just like, people told me, your height, but I feel like that don't matter. If height matter, giraffe would be the king of the jungle, you feel me?
Yes, sir.
So it's like,
yes, sir.
I don't really see that.
So I found your punt return, man, at Liberty. I want to check it out. Just kind of get your thoughts on what was going through your mind. This was the only return you had this year, right?
Yeah, for the touchdown, yeah.
At one point, you led the NCAA in return yards.
Right.
Did you ever think that you would be able to come in and pick up an accolade like that?
Nah, honestly, because when I came in, DJ was at punt return. So I ain't know, because, it haven't been a return since, I think 2015 was the last punt return.
Really?
From Liberty, so it was a big deal.
Yeah, that was huge.
It was huge.
So look, we're gonna check it out.
Dropped one earlier, that led to a touchdown. Had one blocked, the third blocked punt in the last 2 games.
Actually, before this one, I had another punt return that I was almost to the crib.
He's got space across into plus territory. He comes back. And he's gone.
What was
Another special teams touchdown. The Flames are gonna get
That's crazy.
what was going on? Like what punt about to go in the air? You back there waiting. What you think?
I was like, I'm gonna take this one to the crib. Like, this one, because the last one, I almost took it to the crib, but, the kicker, I tried to jump over the kicker, and the kicker had, hit my foot, so I fell. So this one, when it's in there, I said, yeah, this is it. I'm taking this one to the crib.
So you run it, you get some good blocks, get the sideline, one man.
You make him miss. You see?
Gotta go.
He got it. It's like, he gonna miss. I can't get tackled this time for sure. So it's like, it's just crazy.
And what kind of celebration was it? I mean, I know you gotta stay focused because you still got a game to play. But how good of a celebration did you get out of that? Did you keep that football?
No, I actually didn't. I didn't. I do the little, call the guy after every touchdown, but I go to the sideline. Coach Freeze going like this to moving
Looking
people,
for you.
and he shook my hand. It was like, yeah, it's coming. That's how I knew. I was like, this for real. I think that was the moment where I really, really, really started liking punt return.
So having a coach like Coach Freeze, who has a reputation in Power 5 football, you know what I mean? Coach some big time teams, been around some big time talent. Having a guy like that who believes in what you do, as who you are as a person. How important is that, man? How big was that for you this season?
It's actually very big because, you know, Coach Freeze, he don't show no, you feel me, like, I can't even think of the word, but it's like he don't lean towards people. It's like, yeah, favoritism. So it's like he gonna show you, like, if you do something, you feel me? He don't really get too much excited about everything. He ain't no Nick Saban, but it's like, you feel me? Like, he gonna smile about some stuff, but it's not like every time. So like, to see like Coach Freeze happy was like crazy. That's why I was like, I can remember that moment too.
Definitely, man. That's big. That's real big. So just speaking on you and your quarterback, Willis, Malik. I know it's important for a receiver to have a good QB. You left high school, you was with a good QB in Carson. You get to Liberty, another good quarterback. Did that play a factor in picking Liberty, or was it just a bonus when you got to Liberty?
I say a bonus. Cause I had Buckshot too before Malik. Buckshot was pretty good too. So I had a good quarterback, you know, these 3 past years. So it's like, yeah, I say a bonus.
It was a bonus walking in with a good quarterback. How much extra work do you do with your quarterbacks? I mean, because I know some receivers do it. You know, some people talk about doing it. But how much extra work do you actually, get in with your quarterback?
Yeah, we actually get a lot of work. So we actually got a group chat with the quarterback and just the receivers. So he'll text throwing at 11. So everybody, all right, bet we there. Yeah. We get together. That's what we get our timing right. Because, you know, some of us got different speeds, all that, different routes. So we get the timing right. So when the season comes, it's already there. Boom.
And you hear a lot about timing. You need timing. You got to be able to, throw on the money, put the ball here when I'm here, or whatever. You hear a lot of people say that. And you worked on it. But how have you actually seen it in the game where timing mattered? Well, I'm here at the right time and it worked.
Yeah, most definitely. Like, as of a route, so you can't do too much playing, like too much, playing on the line, because it's timing. That defensive line coming.
Definitely.
So it's like, he ain't got too much time back there, so I need to hurry up and get into my route. So, like, say the bowl game, when I did the dig, so it's like, if I was a second behind, he probably would have got sacked, because they was actually coming around the corner. Or he probably would have had to, rush. So it was like perfect time. I got into that little that second in the hole, and it was open.
Put it right on you.
Right on.
Yeah. So that's big, man. To just knowing that football became a job.
Right.
For most players, it's fun. Younger years, you having a great time. You enjoying it.
Right.
And then, bam, you in high school, getting ready to go to college. It becomes a job. When did football become a job for you, and when did it become a job that you said, hey, look, I'm willing to take on this responsibility and go ahead and put in the work?
Honestly, I always thought like football. Actually, it actually been a job, like low key. So my mom and them wouldn't let me get a job because they said like you got too much going on with football. So I always thought about that, but like. As me, like, really getting into, like, this football stuff, like, really, focus, I say, like, my junior year of high school, whereas, like, I got 2 years left, to get these offers, so it's like, I gotta grind. Then, college is a whole nother ball game. It's really strictly business, I ain't gonna lie to you. So, film, all that is just play, a part of this, football, this whole job.
So when you at college, man, and you in the grind, you in the business, you working your business, you doing your thing. Who is the one person you call when you need to just let go, unwind a little bit? Hey, what's happening? Hey, man, this what's going on. Who is that one person that you need?
Like do you mean like players like on the team or
anybody? Mom, brother, cousin, friend, homeboy, whoever. Who was that one person where you say, man, this my go-to when I need to just kind of...
Yeah, I actually got a couple because it's like different situations type.
Right.
So sometimes my dude, like I'm actually really close with my mama. So, but I say Kenny, like before games, we FaceTime each other. Before every game, FaceTime each other. I mean, it'd be like right before we about to play, like FaceTime, yeah, like what we expect. I'd be like, Kenny, I need 2 interceptions this game. Like, I got you, brother, like that before every game. So, or it'd be like, if I'm for a team, it'll be like players on my team, like DJ, Treshawn, Jolly, Johnny. I always, call them just in case, you feel me? If something,
All right, so introduce your mom to everybody, man. Let us know. You spoke about family. You spoke how important family was to you and how important it is on this journey that you undergoing right now. So introduce moms to us.
Oh, this my mama, Andrew Matt baby. Yeah, this, Mawai, one of Mawai.
Yes, sir. I see y'all hanging out, like as I said, Angie, man, y'all hang out a lot.
Yeah.
With all your kids, you hang out, y'all enjoy yourselves. How do you find that balance between being a parent and also just enjoying your kids, enjoying their lives, getting a chance to, party with them, TikTok, all that good stuff?
It's hard to balance, especially with having a career and having 5 boys in the house. So it's a lot, but you just got to make it happen. You don't think about it, you just do it. And I know being active in their lives, it forms them, it defines them. So long as I'm doing that, I know I can be in their lives, they can come talk to me, being active with them, and being on the scene. That makes a well-rounded person.
Y'all definitely on the scene, you and your mom.
Right.
Always. You just talking about, I see y'all a picture of y'all that living bundled up in blankets. It was freezing, but y'all was there because Papa was playing.
It was freezing, raining,
right.
all that.
So how important, just on a parent level, how important is it to be in the stands when your child is playing ball?
Right. I can't even express how important it is, because me and my mom are the type of parents, we're cheering on for everybody. We out there yelling all the kids' names. We got on all the kids' names on our shirts. And like I say, it means a lot for a kid to be out there hearing their name yelled out in the crowd. That gives them that push to keep going, strive for the best. Hey, when you hear your name, you hear your name being called out, you like, hey, I got to show out. Yeah. So I make sure that we there no matter what, rain, sleet, hail, snow, we're going to be there.
Definitely. And just, with other kids, 4 other boys, and having one in college, right. Just, success definitely is big in y'all household. You do a lot. You got your own business. You can run your own stuff. What is it that you pushing towards the other folk to get them kind of in the same direction Papa headed in?
Well, and one thing big about our household, everybody is their individual. I allow everybody to be themselves. All my kids are able to express themselves freely. And one thing that I push is, I'm not pushing everybody to play a sport. I mean, if one-on-one to own a store, if one-on-one to be a computer genius, if one-on-one to play basketball, I allow everybody to be themselves. And one thing about my kids is everybody has a free spirit and everybody is themselves.
When did you realize Papa was all right at football?
Man, Jit been rolling.
What age was it when you said, hey, look, this boy might be somebody?
Listen, the coaches told me way back in Pop Warner, but I ain't know nothing about football. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm just really getting the whole, college really threw me off. I thought I was doing something, high school, I learned about, what the cause was, for false starts and stuff. But then when you get to college, now I'm learning about the different conferences. So I'm learning. But way back in, because there's a lot of coaches that have played a very, very important role in his life. So way back in, Pop Warner, like G. been Ross since Pop Warner, man. And like, a lot of people will overlook him because of his size, but his heart is way bigger than any size they can put on him. And so I always say, coaches always say, man, I'm coming to get him. So like, I ain't know too much about football, but I knew my jit was raw. Raw enough for the coaches wanted them. So yeah. Hey, if they gonna come pick you up from way from another city, I come pick you up. Right. Something got to be right.
Definitely. So speaking on size, you mentioned size. Me and Papa talked about it a little bit earlier too. Mm-hmm. Speaking on size, I'm sure it was days where you could see that Poppa may have been struggling with people saying, "Oh, you ain't big enough, you ain't big enough."
Right.
What was your words to him, or what was your, to keep him going, keep him motivated?
Well, that all comes in part of raising them. You're always gonna face some type of adversity, no matter what. If it's not your size, it's your personality, it's your skin color, whatever it is. It's always gonna be some type of adversity in the world. And I don't think Poppa was so much affected by it because he knew he had the heart and the skill. Like, it's they lost. Like just like the senator when he tweeted about him.
Rubio.
So
Rubio.
exactly. So any school that overlooked him because of his size, y'all miss out on a great player. So at the end of the day, he has to circumference what's around him and embrace that. Because it's not about size. When you get on that field, I done seen big jokers get knocked down that can't play. It's people big and sorry.
Yeah.
So the fact that he's able to beat all the odds, I always say that about us. Ever since I was a teen parent, so our whole pound sign, our hashtag the whole time been beat the odds because we've been beating odds since I was 17. So that's a blessing in itself. So any of y'all coaches out there worry about size, boy, he's the definition of size don't matter.
Definitely. State championship. You got a chance to see him win a state championship on his birthday.
Mm-hmm.
The crowd sung happy birthday to him. I just showed we actually watched that video a minute ago.
Right.
But the crowd sung happy birthday to him. He got involved. 4 touchdowns, 1 interception later.
Right.
He a state champion.
Right.
In your mind, what you thinking? After that game over with, you processing everything, what you think?
It's up. Listen, they sleep. The whole part about it, they slept on my baby. And he proved them right there in that game. All the schools that looked over him, all the big schools who didn't give him an offer, y'all slept on him. He proved himself right then and there. Sure. And then not only that, like what he say, 3-0 in the O.
Yeah, 3-0 in the O.
Well, they better keep taking him to Orlando. Don't take him to the O no more.
So, college, you getting ready, state championship won, Liberty, where we headed. When y'all go to Liberty, man, what was it about Liberty that made you say, okay, I feel safe that my son will be here for the next 4 years?
The first thing that caught my attention about Liberty, because he after he committed, he got a whole bunch of big offers after that, but they loved him when he was the underdog. Before they offered him before he actually went on before the state championship game. They wanted him, they were on him, they came. Then we went to the official visit.
Yeah. Like
they showed so much love and hospitality. The whole point is that I felt like they were family, and they made me feel like that. And like I said, the whole point is that they still wanted him, even when other schools were looking over him. That means they love you, So you got to stick with that.
So not being a sports grounded person,
right?
But just knowing you want what's best for your child. Just speaking to parents who may be in the same situation, a mom who may be in the same situation. What would you tell her? Like, she may not know what a first down is on the football field.
Right.
But she knows she wants what's best for her child. So in that recruiting process, picking schools and, going through the process, what advice would you give to a parent?
Right. Let me say this. His decision wasn't based fully on sports, because he's very, very good in academics too. He even got a letter from Yale, So it was also the whole point of how would they be there to push him to thrive educationally in the education room. They had so much set up in place for him to be successful, for him to be able to finish school and be a good product, a good citizen for, coming into the world. They set him up. That school is an awesome school as far as setting him up to be a very good, successful young man. So it wasn't even just about the sports part of it, but the whole part, they were willing to mold him as a young man going into the community, coming back into, the real world. So that also stood out to me. So I would tell them to be there every step of the way, but at the end of the day, the decision was his. No matter what I said, or I let him make his decision, because he understands and where he felt comfortable, not where I wanted him to go, not where his grandmother wanted him to go, not where his uncles or, it was how he felt and where he felt comfortable to be able to go and for his future.
Definitely. So my last thing for both of y'all, I'm gonna let both of y'all take a chance at it. If you had one thing, you got one, Poppa leave, going back to school, ready to head back out. One thing to say to him going into 2021, What would that be?
Be great. Show them. I always tell them. I text them for every game. Show out. Prove them wrong. Do what you got to do. Be great. At the end of the day, I always tell him this: be you. Like don't let anything deter you away from being you. Because when you start doing that, you're trying to satisfy other people. You got to satisfy yourself. Don't I tell you that all the time? Be you. Be the person that you are. He has a great personality, great character. You know, every time people tell me he has great manners, you know, continue to be you. Don't let the people around you affect or change who you are.
And Pop, if you could say one thing tomorrow, you leaving, get ready to go back to school.
Keep your foot on their neck.
Hey man, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed hanging out with you today, man. Definitely a great young man. I've been wanting to get with you for the longest. I definitely been one of your biggest fans since you before Mandarin. I definitely been one of your biggest fans. I knew you had it in you. I know you was gonna be the guy when you got there. So it's been an honor to come up and sit with you, hang out with you today. You know what I mean, Angie? Great job.
Thank you.
Great with it. I definitely appreciate y'all. And you know that's all I got. Y'all want to say anything, do anything, it's on y'all.
Thank you for having us.
Sure.
And don't forget to come shop exclusive. And Real Financial Solutions Group got you on all y'all financial services.
Sure. Thank y'all.
All right, thank you.